Counter Punch Boxing. What's up, YouTube? All right, check it out. Look, I've kind of like hinted around, and given my, I don't know, half-ass like prediction here and there throughout different videos when it comes to Canelo Chavez. But, I want to put it on record. I want to make it official. I've got Chavez winning, plain and simple. Now, instead of, usually when you make a prediction video, and I'll break down, we'll really get into why I think it, break it down, why, all the attributes and the weights and the angles and the punches and how's he going to do it and what round, and, I'll get into that later. But I want to put it on record. I want to put it down. I think Chavez wins. I really do. And I'll tell you just a couple of reasons why. I mean, number one, Oscar De La Hoya admitting himself that they purposely drained Chavez down, thinking he wouldn't make it, and if he did make the 164.5-pound catchweight, that he would just be, half the boxer that he normally is, or that he can be, right? And then he said, we thought we could drain him down, and Canelo would walk right through him. I mean, this dude flat out admitted it, admitted it with a smile on his face, like, oh, well, we thought we'd drain him down, and Canelo would walk right through him. But now, like I said, and I said even back, back when, this was probably about a month ago, I said, well, no, I'm telling you, Chavez, he's looking good. He's disciplined. And, I just think that, look, worst case scenario, Chavez is going to be a hell of a fight. Even if Canelo can walk away with a decision or whatever may happen, it's going to be a good fight. It really is. And, and I said, I'm even excited about it because, I mean, this is the first, like, real opponent I think Canelo has been up against, even with the catchweight. Now, I'm not justifying that catchweight, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I mean, Chavez, look, it's tougher than Amir Khan. I mean, come on, right? I mean, or Liam Smith, Arizlandi Lara, Kirkland, maybe not, well, even Cotto, old-ass Cotto, so, I mean, when you look at Canelo's record, he's never been in there with a guy, as far when it comes to size, he's never had a disadvantage, never. And and they thought draining Chavez down to that catchweight would give him the advantage, and it does. Don't get me wrong. But it's also going to backfire on him because, I mean, that just motivated Chavez. And plus, you got Nacho in the corner, great trainer, and Oscar also said in that interview, he goes, we don't know what to expect out of Chavez. It's not going to be the same Chavez. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to see a prime Chavez, that's technically better. That's, his health is better. Mentally, he's prepared, physically, mentally, and they're going to have a game plan for Canelo. It's not just going to be, that 1-2, that jab right Chavez that we're all used to seeing, that just is in there with a smile on his face, goofing around. He's in there, he's going to take it serious, and, they bit off more than they can chew, and that's actually what the reporter said when he interviewed Oscar. He said, hey, do you think, you guys kind of bit off more than you can chew, with the catch weight and everything? And that's when Oscar said, well, we drained him down and thought we'd walk right through him. I mean, it's like, I was like really shocked by that he would just admit that. But yeah, so look, I've got Chavez winning. Like I said, I want to put it on record. I will break it down later on. I just wanted to get that out there. And, I've also noticed there's a lot of other channels out there leaning towards Chavez now. So, I was the first one to say it. I don't remember anybody picking Chavez other than me, because I could see something. I could see between the lines, and that's exactly how I put it. If you look, you go back to my video about a month and a half ago, that's exactly how I put it. Now, let me show you this picture. What the hell did this, I mean, I know this is off subject, but look at this. This is Pacquiao and Marquez. This is a tattoo. Look at the nipples. What the fuck is this shit? I mean, was that done on purpose or what? And this guy here, he's some like UK fighter that just won a belt or something like that. I mean, it's a nice tattoo, but damn, that's just weird. But anyway, it's in my photo gallery, so I had to show it. Now, oh, and check this out. Rosado, he's got a fight coming up. This guy here, man, he needs to stop boxing. He's going to have like permanent brain damage, but back to this, back to where are we at? We're at, boom, here we go. So yes, sorry, I get sidetracked easy, but yeah, I'm picking Chavez, you know, and I think Oscar De La Hoya, in his mind, he's picking Chavez too. Like in my other video, I just talked about this, you know, the whole Gennady Golovkin Canelo situation. I think Oscar De La Hoya is almost planning on a rematch. I mean, and look, and in this situation, I don't think Oscar would care if Canelo lost, because that's just, you know, money in the bank, right? I mean, Oscar De La Hoya is all about money, and, you know, Canelo already has one loss, so, you know, okay, he's got two. Let's say he gets two, and then, you know, and he even told me in Houston, Oscar De La Hoya said, hey, you know, we might have a potential rubber match, you know. And when he told me that, I was like, huh, okay. You know, so it's almost like these guys are planning it. And and really, could you come up with a better way to duck Gennady Golovkin than a rematch or a trilogy with Chavez, right? I mean, there's just not a better way. Now, imagine this. If they do win, if Chavez wins, apparently there is a rematch clause. So this is something important to know. In the event that Chavez wins, there's going to be an immediate rematch because they have a rematch clause. This is what I've heard. Now, correct me if I'm wrong out there. It's what I've heard. So, you know, but then if they do have a rematch clause, then there's going to be no catchweight bullshit, right? It's going to be at middleweight or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Shit, where do you go from there? I mean, whatever weight I guess Chavez and his team come up with. But, you know, so yeah, I just want to get that on record. I have Chavez winning. So let me get to something real quick. I want to give you guys some serious shout outs here. Okay, let me see how I do this. I'm not sure how I can do this. Let me flip the screen over. Okay. Look, without you guys, this channel would be absolutely nothing. It would just be a guy talking. And by the way, over the weekend, man, I got so many notifications. Like you can see, I pull my screen down. See, Counterpunch Boxing, I mean, I get just one after the other. I think I got like 700 or 800 notifications over the weekend. But, so yeah, I mean, I do appreciate it. And especially, there's a couple of you guys out there, like Canelo, give me my fight, or I think that's how he says it. Canelo, give me my fight. That dude's a beast in the comments section. This guy here, Omar Ali, Joseph Carter, Nick Diaz, DC Real Talk, 100%, Jimmy J, Lights Out Boxing, Red Fox. He's kind of, don't leave though, you're a great channel. Okay, I thought he hated me, but thanks, I appreciate that. This guy here, Time Master. Let's see, Douglas, why you don't leave this channel and suck boxing? Oh my God, faggot cock. I mean, dude, the comment sections are brutal. Douglas Allen, again, Joseph Carter. I mean, I don't want to leave. There's so many people out there that are constantly, you know, just going up, or coming up to bat here in the comment section, going to war with these guys. Douglas Allen, Omar Ali, there he is again. So, yeah, and you know, it's kind of funny. Here, it's kind of funny. In the beginning, when I first created the channel, I had a lot of support out there from a lot of different people, and they left. They're gone. You know, because they thought, oh wow, here's this great channel, and they wanted to latch onto it. And it didn't like explode like they thought it would do. But I mean, in boxing, you cannot have a YouTube channel that just simply blows up anymore. It doesn't happen. You got to work really hard at it. So anyway, they've disappeared, but a lot of you guys have, you know, stayed around, and I appreciate that. So, and we are going to the top. I'm telling you, straight talk boxing right there. Douglas Allen. Here we are, Time Master again. I mean, there's just so many of you guys out there. I can't remember his name, but or pronounce it Artyom. But yeah, I mean, I just appreciate each and every single comment, even the haters. I mean, yeah, you should read some of the notifications I get. My God, I mean, they're terrible. So, people telling me to, you know, go kill myself, and, you know, I'm an idiot. I mean, you name it, you know. Ego only likes Canelo because his hero fraud Ivy Jr. claims he is one of the best wins. Yeah, he's talking about Mayweather and the IV situation there. But yeah, guys, I just want to give all, you know, give you all just a special shout out. Like I said, there's so many to name. You know, I do appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. I'm picking Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That is my pick. And you know what? I got him by decision. You know, I think both guys are going to kind of tire out, in the later rounds, and I think Chavez is going to coast to a decision. Now, here's the hard thing, though, with the judges. I mean, who are they going to favor? Are they going to favor Canelo? I don't know, because Chavez, look, man, he's a big name. He's a big name. I mean, I think typically, yeah, they're going to favor Canelo, I would imagine, but I don't think it'll be like an Andre Ward Kovalev type favoring. I think they'll give him the nod, like half a nod, but it's not going to be like, I don't think Chavez will get robbed. Let me put it that way. If it's a really close fight, I think they'll give it to Canelo. But if it's any kind of, tilting one way or the other, or especially if it's tilting towards Chavez, I think they'll give it to Chavez. So, I mean, that's what I really think. So, what do you guys think? Am I wrong? And like I said, I was even listening to, who is it? I think, man, I don't know. It was Ego or one of those channels out there that just hates everything, one of those channels. And now they're like, man, I think I'm kind of leaning towards Chavez now. And, so there's a lot of people out there that are all of a sudden, leaning towards Chavez. So that's who I got. And you know what? If I'm wrong, that's okay. I'll eat my crow, what the hell ever. But, I think Canelo, I mean, look, here's the thing in boxing, man. You can only get away with this shit for so long. Draining these guys down, coming in, being a weight bully, basically. That's just to sum it up. Being a weight bully, you can only get away with this shit for so long before eventually it's going to backfire. And I think it's backfired. And funny I use that word because Oscar De La Hoya just used that exact terminology in his interview. He said, maybe our plan backfired, which his plan was let's drain them down and walk right through them and collect a bunch of fucking money. That was their plan. So, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And let me end on this, as far as, the rumor out there that Chavez is slipping, he wants to leave camp and go to Vegas early, da-da-da-da. Yeah, he did say that, but you have to remember, he's up there in Big Bear. I mean, even Oscar De La Hoya said, like, he made friends with, like, the deer and the trees. He's like, the trees and the wildlife, like, they became, that's who I talk to. And so you're lonely up there, you're isolated. This is Oscar De La Hoya saying this. He's like, yeah, sure, Chavez wants to get out of Big Bear, and he wants to go to Vegas because, they isolate you up there, and you have nothing, you have no choice but to get involved with your camp. So, it's a perfect situation for Chavez. I mean, he's surrounded by nothing but professionals, no bullshit, no family, no outside influence. And that's another reason why I'm picking Chavez. I mean, because he is at Big Bear with Nacho, he has a great team. I mean, this is like the dream team that he's got around him. And Canelo, I mean, I think Canelo, he's just too busy, looking in the mirror, wanting to look good and shit. I mean, this, Canelo's looking like, he needs to be on the cover of like Men's Health magazine. He didn't look like a boxer anymore. He looks like a bodybuilder. So to where Chavez, I mean, he's all about boxing right now. So I'm picking Chavez.